Hi, everyone. I'm Carrie Downey of Clarity Company, your digital productivity consultant. And as you know, I'm getting ready to launch a new service line called Tech Clarity. And I'm very excited about the opportunities that this will offer small businesses starting in 2023. This service that I created was designed to help small businesses have an option, an alternative, another place to go to be able to get their tech questions answered. The last thing we want is business being held up on a daily basis because of tech difficulties. So I created a membership community and I thought I need a website in order for this to happen. I need people to be able to find Tech Clarity. I need people to be able to sign up for Tech Clarity with ease. And so, of course, I went to my trusted colleague, Brandan Ritchey of Brandan Ritchey Creative Design for further assistance with the website. So I bring him here today. Hi, Brandan.
Hey, good to be here.
Yeah, thanks for joining me today. I was so excited to get this website launched. And so I thought, who better to do it with than you, right? The creator of the
Yes.
website. So let me bring up our new website here and share it with everyone. And so let's talk about this. So I want to ask you, Brandan, when you were creating this website, did you put yourself in the viewer's shoes? And if so, what did you prioritize for them?
Yeah, that's a good question, Carrie. So, one of the things that we always do when we're building a website design or even optimizing a page on an existing website is clarity, which is the name of your company, but it's also very important. And so, for instance, on a typical homepage of a website, we're always answering three questions. Who are you? What do you do? And how do you make your customers' lives better? On a page like this, which is about a specific product or a specific service that you're offering, you want to be very, very clear. And so, while you have a lot of great content, it's very important to break up that content. And this is true for any website in any industry. No
Mm-hmm.
one's going to read, three paragraphs that are all bunched together. So having
Mm-hmm.
them broke up into different sections, that's a huge part from a user perspective. And the other thing that we like to do in terms of clarity is really give website visitors and give users a clear path to follow, and we do that with calls to action. So you'll see right here on the homepage, in addition to this copy being broken up into different sections, you have get started buttons, calls to action,
Mm-hmm.
kind of throughout the page and throughout your website, and
Yeah.
that's a huge piece. The other thing that we like to do is just to increase engagement. You'll see some different animation options. So for instance, when you hover your mouse around that video, you can kind of see the video kind of move a little bit.
Mm.
And then just, I think on every page of your website, when you reload the page, there's kind of entrance animation. As you kind of scroll down, there's kind of things flying in from the sides. And
Yeah.
that's just another thing that can kind of help to engage website visitors and
Mhm.
users as well. But those are just a couple things from a clarity perspective and an engagement perspective.
Yeah, I love it. And I love how you incorporated this video, which obviously lives on YouTube, but it's embedded into the website. So somebody can come in very easily, watch and learn about Tech Clarity just
If
from
you're
this video
small to
here
mid-sized business,
and
just
get more information about it if that's preferred a way of gathering new information. But you're right. I love how you simplified, kept everything very clear. The groupings of information are very helpful, but I think very aesthetically pleasing as well. I'm very excited about that. So I'm just going to take a moment to talk about Tech Clarity because Tech Clarity is intended for small to mid-sized businesses. Those businesses that are encountering roadblocks with their technology that are holding up business, but maybe they don't have somebody on staff to turn to when they're struggling with technology. Maybe they do have perhaps an IT service provider. However, the specific details about software and features within software are not necessarily their expertise. And so those kinds of things can hold up business and cause problems on a daily basis. And we want to provide a service that offers some relief for business owners when they have questions about particular software. But also, I want to be able to introduce new software to business owners, maybe not new to the market software, but new to the user software. And so there is going to be a video vault included, which members will have access to, a growing video vault that will release brief videos that are considered tech tours to help the viewer kind of understand the inside workings of software without them having to necessarily sign up for a subscription. Maybe you just want to have a sneak peek at some of the softwares to see if it's something that appeals to you or something that could benefit your business. And Tech Clarity will have a video vault of different softwares. And again, it's going to be a growing vault. So over time, we are exploring what new softwares are on the market, what softwares would be beneficial to small business. And we are diving in and recording these videos for you. The other thing we're going to offer through Tech Clarity are periodic visits from technology experts in IT, SEO, marketing, accounting. We know that there's a lot that goes into running a business, and technology can be useful for all of those areas. And so we want to bring in experts that will help our members learn specific tips and tools related to QuickBooks, related to cloud storage, scheduling, social media posts, all kinds of wonderful things. And so we're kicking things off by bringing in Brandan Ritchey, of course, who is the expert in designing websites. And it's important for small businesses to know the ideal website to be able to market their businesses. And so you can see here, all the information is available to you to be able to join Tech Clarity. We hope that you'll consider joining today. We're offering a pre-sale price of $825 for the first year. Typically, it would run at $900. So try and get in before the end of January in order to take advantage of that pre-sale price. And by joining, or when you're ready to join, you just fill out this form and press submit. Thanks to Brandan. Brandan, will you tell us what you think is most important for a website to include for a small business? What do you think is the number one priority for a small business?
Well, that's a really great question. Before I say that, I just want to say I think just from knowing Carrie and knowing Clarity Co. For what they're doing with this Tech Clarity feature and this subscription that they're offering, it's an incredible value. I just want to kind of plug it real quick. I think Carrie's doing a great job listening to her customers, listening to pieces of friction. And anytime, as a business owner, anytime that I'm wanting to create a new service or create a new offering, I'm surveying customers, I'm listening to feedback. And the big formula that I use is VIS. I visualize myself as my customer or as my client. I identify what their biggest problems are, their biggest pieces of friction, and then I solve. So visualize, identify, and solve. And this is a really great solution to a lot of friction and a lot of problems that business owners are having. So anyways, I just want to encourage you just to read up on Tech Clarity, look into it. It could be a great fit for your business.
Thank you. Appreciate
that. But to answer your question, the biggest things that you want to have on a website, especially for a small business, there's a few things. One thing I mentioned earlier, you want to have clarity. Number two, you want to have calls to action. If you can scroll up to the top of your website, Carrie.
Sure.
A button in the top right corner right there, you can see she has that schedule a call. Mm-hmm. That's the most prime piece of real estate for a call to action button. Your eye is naturally drawn there. So, no matter what business you're in, whether it's schedule a call or buy now or shop now or, get a free consultation or get a free quote, that's where you really want to have that big button. That's the obvious button to push. The other thing that's really important to have on your website, aside from that clarity and calls to action kind of throughout your website, is the right kind of photography. That's huge because people imagine themselves in the photos on your website. So if you have cheesy stock photo pictures, or a lot of business owners are tempted to put a picture of their building or a picture of their product. For instance, if you're a shoe company, you're tempted to just have a big picture of your shoes, but people don't connect emotionally to those kinds of photos. So what you want instead is photos of real, happy, smiling people using your product. Yeah. So for instance, if you're a shoe company, you want to have beautiful people that are wearing your shoes. They love wearing their shoes. They're smiling. So if you scroll down a little bit further, Carrie, throughout your website, we have pictures of business owners and people that are using these tech services that you're offering. And so I encourage any business owner out there, schedule a photo shoot, get photos, or at least find really good photos that can elicit an emotional response to your end user. So those are just a few things to consider on a website.
Those are great. And I would love to take us over to the homepage where you have done a fantastic job here of creating a video reel that really illustrates exactly what you were just describing. This video shows business owners hard at work and utilizing technology on a daily basis. And so, this is representing my clients very well. And I appreciate the fact that you were able to capture that for the website. I'm going to scroll down here just a moment to show you some other ways that Brandan was able to incorporate some of his skills here. Here you see the information is sliding in through a slide, which I really appreciate the ability to kind of use technology to show and share information in the way that you've done here. This looks really great. The other new development that Brandan did for the website is to create an interactive video series. Do you want to share, Brandan, your thoughts on how this came together and the outcome of it?
Yeah, sure. So, one thing I mentioned earlier is engagement. One way that we have engagement on Carrie's website is with, things kind of swooshing it from the sides. When you hover over things, certain things kind of rotate and move around. But all of that is basically capturing attention and keeping people engaged with your website. Another way to do that is with interactive elements. And so there's a lot of different examples of that. This is one example of an interactive element. For instance, Carrie, if you just click your video up there at the top, just for a second.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Carrie Downey, founder of Clarity Company.
So this is an introduction video. Carrie can talk about basically a couple different options. So if you want to go ahead and pause it just for a second, Carrie. This is an example of an interactive element because you can watch the video. Carrie saying, hey, you might have existing software that you need help with, or you might not have any software and you might need help just finding some software that's a good fit for your business. And then at the end of the video, I believe she says, feel free to click one of the options below. So then you can see there's two buttons down here. One is maximizing existing software. So if you click that, then that takes you to a new video that's all about that subset or that issue. So if somebody is looking to do that, they can click that option. Or Carrie, if you want to exit out of that and then click the other one, implementing new solutions. And then this is a custom tailored video that she created for somebody who's looking for new solutions for software. So you can go ahead and exit out of that as well. And then I believe at the end of both of those videos, she basically said the biggest call to action is get started today. So there's a get started button right underneath there. And so that's basically an example of something that you can do to create an interactive experience on your website, create a video, and then basically give two options at the end of the video. And then you can put buttons underneath it so where people can click it. And again, what you're doing there is you're creating a path for your customer to follow. People need to be led, they need to be guided, they need to be directed. And so it's basically just a really good example of putting someone on a clear path and giving them a really good roadmap on your website to follow down the path that you want them to follow.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. I love how you created that, and it does take them directly to where they need to go to get started. And if they want to gather more information, some of the other aspects of the website that you created allow for them to dig a little deeper. Some people need more information than others, and that's perfectly fine. So we wanted to accommodate all of that. And so Brandan created these awesome drop downs. So when you want more information about how Clarity Company can help you simplify communication, all you need to do is click that plus button. And there are some of the examples of how we can help you with that. And for these particular topic areas, the same happens. Another great thing that you did, Brandan, to help develop out the website is help me create a resource page. And so this is a highlight of some of the brands we trust, but if you want to see more, you can click the view all resources page, and it allows you to access different software tools that Clarity Company has partnership with. And you can click on this link and it takes you directly to that product. And then one of the other resources available are YouTube videos that I have created on my YouTube channel, Clarity for Business. So this has been such a great development to the website, Brandan, and your creative eye is amazing. I love how clean and crisp and useful the information on the website is. So thank you very much for everything you've done to help my vision come together.
Yeah, absolutely. And kudos to you, Carrie, because a lot of business owners, they're only thinking about themselves, and they're not thinking about how can I give extended value or extra value above and beyond to their customers. And so the fact that you wanted a resource page, you wanted to be able to give people an option to listen to these videos and to check out these different resources, you're pointing people in the right direction. And that's a great way that you're over delivering, and that you're basically even giving them more than what they expected on their website. So I think that's a great thing that you're doing, just kind of pointing people in the right direction and trying to connect them to resources that can help their business.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That is my number one priority, is to help businesses thrive and be successful. And I feel strongly that technology can be a very key piece to them, their business operations running smoothly. So let me just finish here by showing folks where they can get a hold of Clarity Company. And this contact page here will show you the 3 simple steps that it takes to get started with us. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see some of the pricing options for different service levels that we offer, most affordable, most flexible, and most support. And then when you're ready to get started, all you need to do is fill in this form and press submit, and it will prompt you to schedule an exploratory call with me. And I would love to chat further about your digital needs. And if you'd like to get a hold of Brandan and use his services to create a wonderful website for yourself, there is a link. Actually, let me scroll down here to the bottom of my website where you can get to Brandan Ritchey Creative. I'll go ahead and click that. And Brandan, if you would like to tell folks where they could get a hold of you, that would be great.
Yeah, so visiting our website here is a great resource. You can fill out any contact form that you find on the website. You can also just email us at design@brandanritchey.com. If you find us on LinkedIn, that's fine as well. We have social media. Instagram is at Brandan Ritchey Creative. I believe Facebook's the same. So yeah, any way that you guys get in touch with us, we'd love to help. Again, website design is a big part of what we do, but we do brand development, logo design, any kind of print design, from business cards to brochures to flyers. But essentially, our big objective is to take the headache out of the process and basically just create a stress-free process for all of the different designs that we do. A couple ways that we do that is with unlimited revisions. You can see that right here, Carrie, unlimited revisions, no hidden fees, premier customer service. So that's a little bit about us, but we'd love to help if we can. Feel free to reach out.
Yeah, Brandan was amazing to work with. Highly recommend his team. If you need a new website or an update on anything related to your brand, they are the folks to see. All right, Brandan, thanks for joining me for this chat and launch of Tech Clarity. I really appreciate your time today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
To learn more, visit our website. But for other sneak peeks into technology designed to improve your productivity, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.